Yo, what up? Eureka! Hi, everybody. Hello. Good time zone to you. Welcome to another Peace Fighter 1 branded stream. Hey, you made it. Glad you're here. Welcome in, everybody. Third stream day in a row. What's up, Paymaster Neo? Nice first. And Stampy, nice second. Already just pop it in for now. No worries, man. No worries at all. Good to see you in here. Welcome to more Eurekas. Welcome to more searching your nooks and crannies. Don't think just the nooks will be inspected. The crannies especially. The crannies are the ones that need the love too. How are you doing though? It's been so long. We're back to normal. Real normal. Normal as normal can be. We're back to regular normal. Thanks again to Zach, Mr. Kodak Zach, for being a good sport about it. I DM'd him afterward, and I said, hope I made you proud. And he said, it's nothing incriminating. He said, I love it. I loved it. You nailed it. That was very well done. And then I said, I forgot to put the hands for two over the face cam because on Zach's stream, he has Sable Eye popping out from behind and then hands grabbing onto the sides of the round face cam. So I wanted to do that for two, but I forgot to. I forgot to do so. And he said, I didn't even notice two for the first hour. And it killed me when I finally saw him. Because it was so normal. It was so normal. So go give a follow to Zach. I hear he is a big fan of special events. Yeah, he's taking a break, I assume, from streaming for a little bit, rightfully so. Because he just spent a whole weekend, nearly two of them nearly 12 hours long, and one probably half that, probably 6 to 8 hours. I have to be careful there. Yo, what's up? Oopsie, yo, what up? Toots McGee in the house. Good to see you again. Welcome back. That's not a Snivy. That's not a, what the hell? Why the hell is that? Why the hell is it like that? It's not a Snivy, I assure you. I'm not sure if you catch it, I'm not sure what it'll count as in the Pokedex. Yeah, this is not a Snivy. This is I'm pretty sure that's a Mantike? Manatee? Something like that? Mantine. Greater than Snivy. Hey, don't slander the Snivy name. That was my chosen starter for Black and White, and subsequently Black and White 2. I resemble that remark. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one today. Continuing on the last case in Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, the first Investigations game. Before I move on, though, before we do that, can I ramble about something? Can I rant? Not so much a ramble. It's gonna turn into a ramble, but may I just rant about something? I don't care who knows it. I don't care who knows it. Frick TikTok. Frick TikTok. As you know, you're able to stream in vertical format now. And I streamed on YouTube Shorts. But another place you can stream vertically is TikTok. And historically, you only had the option to use their stupid, crappy, slow, and sluggish TikTok Live Studio application. It's missing a lot of quality of life features that I rely on regularly in OBS, which is why I don't use it. But it's also a whole separate encode you have to do. It's a whole other program you need to have open, which is not ideal. It doesn't have the audio controls I need. It just doesn't have all the stuff, right? So that's why I don't use it. It's also a hog on resources on my PC for whatever reason. So I use Restream as a third-party service, API, RTMP resource, to stream to TikTok from there. And that's like the only account I have connected to it, and that's the only way I can stream to TikTok now. A while ago, my access was revoked, or removed, for probably the upteenth time. It's happened before, but previous times I've been able to reapply. I just have to wait a week or so. Now, when I go to reapply again, there is no button to do that. There is no buttons at all. It just says live access removed or revoked. Not just nothing else. No button. No button to reapply. And so I open up a ticket on TikTok help center or live support or whatever the hell. And at first I said you have to go through the app, because if you try to do it from the desktop form, then they say, oh, please do it through the app, which is stupid. But I said you only have a limited number of characters to send your reply ticket to start it off. So I said here, TikTok live RTMP via Restream, not approved/revoked on form. No violations, gaming greater than 50%, which is one of the requirements that you need for that. No reapply, please allow reapplication. And then I sent a picture of. So this is what I see on the page itself. Like usually at the bottom here, at the bottom of that, there'd be a reapply or apply again button, but there's nothing like that. It just says Restream, not approved or revoked. And so for the next probably couple days or so, I get these automated responses saying like, thank you for contacting TikTok Live. We understand that you have an issue with your account. We are here for you. Could you please provide a detailed description of the issue you're experiencing? This will help us verify and address the problem as quickly as possible. And then, sorry for the inconvenience, blah, 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 blah. And then I send the whole full thing saying, I'm reaching out regarding my access to streaming on TikTok Live using RTMP API from the Restream service. And I put the form link via Restream to where you apply for that access. From this official form to stream from PC, it says that my access has been not approved or revoked. I have no live restrictions or violations, and all of my streams are gaming content, surpassing the required 50%. There is no button or option to apply again, where there was previously one, not even an option to wait. Please allow me to apply again so that I may stream on your platform with Restream, an approved method by TikTok to stream on TikTok from a PC. And so this is another bot reply saying, we recommend that creators use Live Studio developed by TikTok, which they can use by logging into TikTok. It also provides better information and context security and requires fewer followers. I've used that, and I say it in the next, we appreciate the understanding. Rest assured, we're with you every step of the way. And so I say, respectfully, I refuse to use TikTok Live Studio. It actively causes issues with my computer. Using Restream is an official method to stream to your platform, and having access given and revoked for seemingly no reason is unacceptable. I follow all the rules, I have no restrictions, and I can't even reapply for access since there is no button to do so on the application page. Please look through my account, confirm to me that I have no violations, and restore access to using Restream for my account. And then it's such a hassle, dude. It's such a headache. If I'm able to reapply again, I probably will, and that'll be the last time. So then they reply with, thanks for your response. This feature is limited to a select number of users. We're actively working to expand its availability to a wider audience in the future. Alternatively, you may apply for TikTok Live Studio access. I already have this, blah, 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 blah. We appreciate your patience. Rest assured, we're here to help you every step of the way. And they say that. Every step of the way. And then I reply, is this limit the reason why I cannot reapply for access to RTMP API streaming via Restream? Is this why there's no button to reapply for access where there has historically been a button in the past, allowing me to regain access to stream via Restream after waiting 7 days? You have not told me a reason. I will not use TikTok Live Studio. Please let me speak to a real human being about this problem. And then another person replies. And so it's actually a named person this time, Sura, as opposed to before where it's like TikTok support replied. And then they say, hello, thank you for the kind reply. Can you give us more details about the problem mentioned? Is there any error message? Please send a screenshot. So I assume Sura can't look through the past responses that the TikTok Live Studio bot replied with. And so I say, here it is again, and I send the same screenshot I showed up first. Please answer my questions from the previous replies. Stop with the canned responses. I was getting a little frustrated. and then it's back to TikTok support. Not a named person, back to TikTok support. Thank you for your kind response. You have yet to meet the requirements for this feature. Unfortunately, we are not able to provide specific details on this. Please reapply after 30 days. We are sorry for the inconvenience, and rest assured, we are here to help. And then I reply again. I stream nothing but gaming content, surpassing the 50% gaming requirement. I have no live violations. I have been approved instantly before, and each time I've had it revoked, I waited 7 days to apply again and got approved instantly. The fact that these apparently alleged changes, quote unquote, to the requirements is clear that this was not communicated properly. Please tell me what requirements I need to meet to be able to use API RTMP streaming via Restream. And then the penultimate response from them was, hello, thank you for your kind response, and we are sorry for the inconvenience. You have yet to meet the requirements for this feature, blah, 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 blah. And then my final reply was this. Please get a human being on this ticket. So you're telling me that I have to wait a whole month before I can apply to stream on your platform through an official third-party method that you approve of, and I don't get to know what I did wrong? I have 0 live violations, I'm just streaming video games. Can you promise me that after waiting 30 days, I won't get my access randomly revoked again? I don't want to have to go through this again. And so their final reply, before they closed the ticket, was, thank you for your respond. Due to the confidential nature of our processes, we cannot provide specific details. If no violations are found during the appeal review, the suspension will be lifted. We apologize for any inconvenience and appreciate your understanding. We apologize for any confusion or inconvenience we may have caused, and we appreciate your patience and understanding. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you and have a great day. Ticket closed. Fuck TikTok. Anyway, how's your guys' day? It's so frustrating, man. They didn't answer any of my questions. If I have it revoked again, then that'll be the final straw. I said the last time was the final straw, but freaking if I have to wait 30 days, then it better be freaking worth it. I've gone back and forth on whether I want to reapply. Like talking to an NPC. Literally, there was only one reply from an actual named person. Their name was Sura, S-U-R-A. I don't want to throw them under the bus or anything. But after it was just one of those replies. And then after that, after I replied to Sura, it was back to the TikTok support naming thing. So at first it was here. It was Sura first. I don't know if you can see that right there. And then afterwards, it was back to TikTok support. Like talking to an NPC. Honestly, it's so dumb. I hate it. Well, I'll give it one more shot after waiting a freaking month. The thing is, I don't know when that access was revoked, so it could be less than a month, but I'll have to wait until that lifts, and then I can apply again, hopefully. On the plus side, I booked my haircut, and I'm getting it on Sunday. It's getting to the point where I have to always do this to have it presentable. Andy butt. All right. Let's get to gaming. Sorry for the rant and ramble. I repeated it several times, multiple times, and it's just a canned response over and over, even from the supposed human. And they just close the ticket. They just close it. We're done with this. I'm going back. I'm going back. I could go back. Anyway, follow and subscribe. I forgot I had this thing here. This updates in real time, I believe. So when someone follows, this will go up, and then when someone subs, this will go up. All right, so let's get to it. No one on the call yet for voice acting, but maybe there will be. If not, that's fine. That's fine too. Need to check one more thing, actually. Oh, excuse me. Oops. One second. Does it even send properly? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I'll have to send a bug report into the developer of the chat program because it's not relaying messages properly on YouTube. All right, let's do it. A lot of problems today, so I need to remember to put that report in. Yeah, let's do it. Let's inspect those nooks and crannies. I got the fruit. Everybody put it in your bingo cards. Your beast fighter bingo. All right, pause the music. Hey, a burning building. This is what happened last time. So it's the two nations having a press conference and party or whatever, and there's been a burning building and someone got stabbed. Manny Kochin, that was it. And now we have to see what's happening. Kay was initially blamed for it, or suspected, by Sheena. But since we cleared that up, we are now going to investigate. Turnabout ablaze. And we're in the middle. Shilong Lang pushes back. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Let's do it. Let us see. Why don't we? Let us see. ICICLE. All right, here we go. March 14th, 7:44 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis lobby. A neutral theater, is that what that means? Oh my god. Count off! 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, normal. 1, 1! Shifu, 99 call-outs, so all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir. Wow, you can count. Why do they count all in ones? Hey, you. Yeah, you. The second number one from my right. Sir? Yes, sir. Here, a birthday present for you. It's his happy birthday! Happy birthday. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you are more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Wrong, number one. Lang Shi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi, and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Wow. Shifu, I am so moved that I can't stop crying. Wow, they're so impressed. What the hell? I should probably leave them to their alone time. All right, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts. Dismissed! Sir! All right, jeez. My god. He's still holding that pose. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena, and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. Huh. And what if I say no?
Objection!
Oh! Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. I just rewatched the Too Many Cooks from Adult Swim. That thing is creepy, man. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabast as well. Oh. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor.
Look, Wolfie, just let us in already.
Sheena? Oh. Who? What the hell?
Is there a problem here, Agent Lang?
Oh.
Oh, let me get over there.
Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba. Oh, that's Alba. I asked that you... Of Alabast? I asked that you please allow these people to join the investigation.
Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. I forgot to start the vertical. Here we go. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well.
Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador.
You weakling! Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country!
What are you?
The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang.
There, you see?
Oh, no way!
Hold it! Again? Oh, it's you. What's your name? I used you in the thumbnail.
Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabast.
What's that?
My name's Polano, if you didn't know. My very own secretary has been murdered in the, Babalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I asked for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday.
All right, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give you... I still have to give the final okay anyway.
Then what the hell? All right, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in.
Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal.
Lieutenant Gumshoe,
please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir! Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Rasp? Rasp? Is that like...
Okay, here we go. Subscribe and follow.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
So I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is?
Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet.
Franziska von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to meet you again.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, I knew it! You're the whip lady!
You may address me as Miss von Karma.
Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands.
Thanks. Rest assured I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Polano for all that he has done for me. We have a lot to talk, so let's, should we talk to this guy first?
You have been granted permission to enter by Ambassador Alba. Please feel free to enter the Flower Nation, the Kingdom of Alabast.
In the Flower Nation, you say? Well, the garden certainly lives up to that name.
Yes, it does! Our rose garden, which is in full bloom right now, is really something else.
Oh, if only it wasn't. I could enjoy myself a bit more then. Alright. What say you, Francisco? You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. Yep, I remember that. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled items I was following. You mean the Babyliss ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babyliss ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info. Francisca, as your subordinate, I am a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Ah, yeah. Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Shangfa. Counterfeit bills? Bink! It's Bink! Babyliss ink, it's Bink! Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Babyliss ink. It's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babyliss ink from real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal. That's why this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Kochan was smuggling large amounts of Babyliss ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink? Yes. And while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babyliss embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them. Okay. Counterfeit bills made with Babyliss ink. They are in circulation in Zhangfa. It's hard to tell they're fake. Interesting. Okay. Let's explore around. These flowers are a gift from the Gatewater Imperial Hotel. It appears that their business has boomed since they became a Steel Samurai sponsor. Okay. The maps we saw, the pamphlets. There are stacks of pamphlets about the two embassies here.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, please take as many as you would like. You'll find that you can cut out the last page and use it as a coupon.
I'm afraid I must decline, as I have very little interest in them.
Wait, I thought Americans loved coupons. That man in the green coat earlier was beyond ecstatic when I gave him some.
Ambassador Polano, I ask that you please not think of him as a representative of all Americans. But hey, I'm a pretty good one, right? I can see the courtyard and the Alabastian embassy through this window, but this side is under the same dire straits as the Babyliss side. An incident has occurred on both sides of this one building. Why must fate make everything in my life so full of complexities? Because that's just life, Edgeworth. We get look at the flags. The national flag of the Kingdom of Alabast is on display here. The crest on it features a flower. The knife with the flower design on it that we found in the Babyliss embassy. It would appear that it is definitely connected to the Kingdom of Alabast. Okay. What else is here? Let me look around the room first. The Steel Samurai and Gem Ninja stage shows were held just beyond these doors. After the Gem Ninja show ended, we came out here and we were greeted with a fire. Then the appearance of the Yatagrasu and a murder. We're far from solving anything yet. Can I steal these tapes? There's a flat panel, a VCR, and a row of Steel Samurai videos on this table. There might be a clue among these. I had better check the titles of these videos. My, the things I put myself through for the sake of investigation. I better look at these just in case, you know. It's definitely not so that I keep tabs on my own collection. No. I would never. The Babyliss embassy is just outside this window. The burn marks on it look pretty bad. It's a shame that they were in the middle of renovations. The fire did little to help there. And behind me, Ambassador Polano's dry smile hides the tears in his eyes. He was crying. Oh, what a guy. These flowers are a gift from Global Studios. They seem to be prospering quite a bit thanks to their constant stream of hit shows. Yeah. The national flag of the Republic of Babal is on display here. The crest on it features a butterfly. The Babyliss embassy, which sits to the right of the theater, and the Alabastian embassy, which sits to the left. Something has happened in each of the two embassies. I sense that unconventional methods will be required to solve both these mysteries. Okay. The national... Oh, no. Can I talk to you? May I ask you to please move out of the way?
I'm sorry, sir, but we are currently clearing the area beyond a fallen burnt brush. I ask you for your patience until we are done.
Very well. Oh, I hope the brush killing goes smoothly.
Thank you. Now please get out of my face.
Let's talk to Mr. Plano. Ambassador Plano, I am in your debt.
No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice.
I will, Ambassador, on my honor.
Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly.
Coupons! More coupons! No, that's quite alright.
Oh, well, how about this then?
Bink! And what exactly is that?
It's fountain pen ink. Known as Babyliss ink, it's made exclusively in Babao.
So this is Babyliss ink.
We make it from wit crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours on your organizer.
How fortunate of me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. Yay! Got it. Special wit crystal oil-based ink, a limited import because of its use in counterfeiting.
Great! Wonderful!
How many... how much do you bet that that's a counterfeit ink as well?
I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience, and since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation.
Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Marcus? Well, shall we get going? Oh! Hold it! What's wrong, Kay?
I didn't get permission to enter Alabast. So we're going to go gather whatever info we can over on the Babyliss side, okay?
Alright, I'm counting on you too.
Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away, no matter where you are.
I think there might be some problems there, Kay. I'll let you know when the time comes. Hey, alright. I didn't get to talk to them, bro. Okay, it's fine. I wanted more dialogue. March 17th, 8:17 p.m., Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador's Office. This looks pristine. Oh, and someone's dead? Hmm? Oh, what the... Go! Kick in the dick! Again! that was straight in the dick. What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? Whoa, You're... What? No way! How are you here? I don't believe it. What the hell?
Edgy! Oh, thank the heavens you're here! I'm in a really big pickle, your lordship! The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, oh, swoosh! And though I am the Steel Samurai, my sword, I'm so confused! I don't know what anything means anymore!
Who is this fruitcake? He's the whole fruitcake, dude.
I am Larry of the House of Butts, married man of Neo Tokyo, milady.
Now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles?
Yes, fortunately enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind, and you act like it's no big deal.
What sort of bind are we talking about here?
The suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder.
This seems kind of familiar. I see. That is quite the bind. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. Oh man, his name is Larry Butts. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. That rhymes with P, that stands for pool.
Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by 1.
That was uncalled for. Besides, you're... Wait, hold on.
Larry, it was you. You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph.
Oh, that's what it's on. Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece.
He's traumatized. He'll never love the Steel Samurai ever again. What's going on? And why are you beet red?
Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now?
Hold it.
Oh, it's Lang. Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play?
Ha. So this is the incident you mentioned earlier.
Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy. Masked the Mask 2.
Mask the Mask 2? So good they made a second one?
Mask the Mask 2?
That is blood. He's dead.
Only Larry could get himself in yet another mess as fun as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing.
We just did this over on the other side.
Shifu, we have identified the victim.
Good work. I'll take that report now.
And the classic music.
Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well?
What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek.
But Agent Lang!
Francisca, please. Oh, hey! Welcome back, dude. Mr. Bad.
Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Ah, yes, of course. You. Let the detective see the file.
Oh. You're Detective Bad.
You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right?
Fancy meeting you here, Detective. We've reunited once again.
You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatakarasu non-stop.
It looks like you haven't aged a day, man.
I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found.
What incredible dedication to the case.
Listen to that guitar, man. Detective Bad knows the Yatakarasu's M.O. very well. Sorry. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor?
Still got the lollipop.
My only goal is to arrest the Yatakarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him.
I am in your debt, Detective Bad. Yeah, dude. Finally, some respect around here.
About the murder of Damask 2, would you be willing to fill me in on a few details?
When the Yatakarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene.
There, still got the mirror. Same one.
Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask 2, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another.
And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room?
The suspect.
Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective?
That samurai.
He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest.
Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatakarasu showed up.
Whoa! Look at that. What the? Oh my god. What silhouette is that? Is that the face there?
But keep in mind, the Yatakarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats, for the guests who had been called to sit in them, were empty.
A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat?
The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time.
And where was he?
He was on the roof, with one of his legs down the chimney. That chimney leads directly into this room.
Ugh. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking?
just Larry in the Steel Samurai costume. New sprite.
In any case, I believe it's high time for me to stop my investigation.
Let's do it. Inspect those nooks and crannies. I'm out of here. Okay. Clock?
There was a grandfather clock just like this one earlier in the Babalese embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers for it.
Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor in this room quite well.
I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of this room.
Its design and the material it's made of strikes a good balance with the plants.
Hey, you two! Now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know! Hurry up and save me!
Shh! Be quiet! Ah! This is all part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch.
Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once.
This thing here?
What is that plant supposed to be?
Francisca, can't you see that it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba?
Oh, I kind of see it.
Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your salary assessment next month.
You're deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that.
Not a chance.
Okay. Another plant?
There are decorative plants here as well. This room is overflowing with nature.
Humans used to live in the grandeur of nature once, long ago. I believe I'm not mistaken in thinking that these people truly love nature.
This coming from a man who loves shows featuring costumed actors.
She just had to go there again, didn't she? Have some joy and whimsy in your life, Francisca. Jesus. More knives and stuff here.
There are some weapons on display on this wall. A crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing the flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Babalese knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin.
Won't rest until I inspected every nook and cranny. Okay, let's do it. Look at that, dude. I kind of like it. It has some Wizard of Oz stylings going onto it. What's this one supposed to be? Can't you see that it's supposed to be likeness of Master Alba? Subordinate, you have a lot of blah, 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 blah. Look forward to your salary assessment. So the same thing, just in this place. Okay, what is this? A spear?
Ah, it's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear.
Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like bam.
You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite a symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced the spear is up to the task.
What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance, like always. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine.
Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence that will point something out about the spear.
The evidence? We'll do that later. Let's look at the crossbow.
Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this?
I wonder why there are no whips on display here.
Okay, let's look at the statue here. Same one as the other side.
I can spot absolutely no difference between this primitive statue and Babal's.
The statue's face looks a bit like the costumed hero you like so very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face.
The statue wasn't made by America, you know. At least I don't suppose it, so.
Okay. Knives? Sorry, 1 second. Okay, gotcha.
Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Babalese knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Cochin.
In case you forgot. One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and handle, fit each other. Nope. Yes, sir. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. And this means that an Alabastian knife did find its way into Babao. But how? But how indeed? But how? Okay, let's go back to this. I feel like the statue again is going to be the same, right? There was the exact same statue sitting in the Babali's office we examined. It's the Primidu statue. It was the national treasure of the Principality of Godopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two was a replica. But both Alabaster and Babao claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Okay. I won't oh, Nook and Cranny! Again? Can I do the knives again? Kept saying wall mount for the knives on the Babali's side, but I can't see any of the details from this distance. Oh, okay. So you have to go... Okay, got it. The counterpart of the Babali's butterfly is the Alabastian flower. The butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. But can we interpret this to mean that Alabast provides honey to Babao? Oh, that was Francisca, sorry. The butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things, but can we interpret this to mean that Alabast provides honey to Babao? Francisca, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you can come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And the butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How is that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue the investigation. Francisco, why can't you just admit I had something there? We had something there. I thought what we had was special. It's a primitive statue. There was one of these on the Bobby side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made from gold, of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Godopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that the one of the two was a replica. Alabaster Babao claimed to have the real thing and won't budge from their claims. Incredibly childish fight. Incredibly childish. Simply childish. Okay, there's that. I can't look at this. I can't look at the body here. Oh, I can look further. Hey, you let me pass. Thank you. Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. Oh, happy Easter. As they say, you learn something new every day. Hey, passion flowers. Got him. Okay, nothing much there. Okay, look at the desk. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me. It seems like a diary. Alright. It's a fireplace. And by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. Okay. Says you. Picture? The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder. Really? The steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using the national treasure as a backdrop. I just don't understand. What exactly is so great about Top Knot there? Clearly there's a depth to this show that a young person like you can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? Shut up. You shut your mouth. Let me talk to Lang. You did some investigating over in the Babylese embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Lang Shi says, a wolf who aims to hunt for two rabbits at once. I believe the idiom you require is, he who runs after two hares will catch neither. Heh, a real wolf can catch both. I see. So what are you trying to say, seeing as how I am currently handling two cases? Heh, suit yourself. But don't say I didn't warn you. Let me talk to your subordinate here.
No matter how hard you try, you'll never be
you'll never be a necessity in our Shifu's investigation.
Is that the fact? But no matter how good he is bound to overlook something.
If you insult our Shifu, then prepare to be punished.
Oh? And how exactly would you punish us?
Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation.
A vindictive much? Vindictive much? Thanks, Edgeworth. Not bad. Oh yeah, that's right. I already talked to you. Can I examine you? So this is the victim to Mask 2. What is with this gaudy outfit? You don't know about Mask to Mask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu? I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. The mask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his nature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about the mask. That's alright. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Nook and Cranny! Alright, here we go. Let's see. Let's start with that. There's not a single shred of fashion sense in the mask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold? Since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out the mask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. Kinda jester-like, yeah. We got the point about 3 foolishes back, Francisca. you already know from the first fool or foolish. Wait, is this wrapping paper? Wrapping cloth? I suppose this was the wrapping cloth the Mask 2 used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal. Okay. A bloodied sword. So this was the murder weapon in the case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What'd you expect? It's the Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. Steel Samurai Daddy! I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns into a real fight. You sure do know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of the sword is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Yeah, you got that. Now... Oh, that's the whole thing. Oh, what's this? What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Oh, a map? It would appear that directions on how to reach the room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the moon! The primido statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? Francisca, please. If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is this person that requested the theft of the primido statue? I don't know. Gotta lubricate the voice. Blood? I thought that the mask had quit the business. This guy, he's just a copycat using the name. A phony successor. It's like the Yatagarasu. He is just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashi Nu. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real Damask 2. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of the head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Okay, cool. Anything else? No, the sword. No, we got the cloth. Everything, okay. Got it. So now we go ask Larry about what it was. About the sword. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about.
Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I've got to ask you too.
What is it?
It's like, both you and him.
Playing in 5 seconds.
Okay. How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Franzi, what about that promise you made to me?
Promise? What promise?
The one where you said you would model for my next book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yo!
I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers.
All right. Yo, I'm gonna let ads run before we ask Larry some questions, and when we come back, more of this. I'm gonna run some ads. I'm gonna get some more water, and then we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ads starting now.
I was muted, dude. Man, okay. I'm just saying, anybody see the Mario Galaxy movie?
Or is anyone going to see it? I want to. There's an option in my theater to have seats that move along with the with the movie. There's also the X screen where they have screens to the sides on the walls of the theater room. But they say it's only for select scenes. So I don't know what that means. Like for 90% of the time the screens will be unused, but for the scenes that do use it, it's gonna be like expansive like that. It'll look cool, but you know, if it's only for select scenes, then and not like the whole movie, then I don't really see the point in it. All right, we're back. Let's continue on here. Larry, tell me about the Steel Samurai. How'd you get this freaking job?
As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurice Donim now?
That's Donim. Laurice Donim. Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Ow, 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 ow.
Now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist.
No, you got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Lori's business. Besides, when Banjolina left me and my heart in pieces...
Banjolina?
That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through the Steel Samurai outfit.
Your name blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet.
I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess.
You got it. I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy.
Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Your MO. Alright, time of the murder. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight.
Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too.
Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event.
Edgy, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that?
Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know.
Okay, I get it. Just stop Francie from whipping me from behind. So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy?
I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So will you tell me what you exactly did, Larry?
Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more!
Confess, now.
Oh. Okay, well, I was up on the roof.
And why exactly were you up there?
Oh, you know, the wintry custom and the legendary hero.
Legendary? Hero?
Santa Claus!
Santa Claus?
I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney.
That's usually what chimneys do, you know, when you're using the fireplace. Oh. But then why? And?
Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I give up.
Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right?
Of course I know! I did graduate from junior high, you know.
Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history.
Aw, crud!
Is it your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed... It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder.
Come on, man. What's so wrong about pretending to be Santa?
Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit!
No! Christmas in March. Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court.
How's the case going? Welcome back, Artie. Welcome back. It is going. Reunion with Larry Butts here. I can't believe it. Welcome back. Okay, let's ask about the murder weapon then. That's a fun twist. Honestly, if I had more foresight, I probably would have gleaned from it from the handwritten note, maybe. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as a murder weapon.
Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know.
Yes, apparently you did.
And, well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. If you want to talk about shock, I was the most shocked of all when I heard when I heard it killed someone. Shocked!
Foolish fool, looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale?
Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry.
Edgy, you believe me! I just knew that our friendship is something special.
Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name, which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Okay. So it was at this junction here. Yeah, it was because of the spear. But if you're good for it, I'm ship shape. Oh, you're in the call. Oh, you are. All right, okay. Let me drag you in. Hold on 1 second. 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 Where is it? I swear, like the UI for Discord changes every time, even though I have it set the same. Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hello, welcome to me, and welcome to you.
Welcome to you. I am Milton from Milton's Milton Factory.
C-SPAN, this is Velkovich's Gaming Guilty Pleasures.
I see you've made me Milton. How are you doing, dude?
Doing good, I'm doing good. Just got done, my family is watching the live action version of One Piece.
Oh.
So, we're watching that. That's been a whole thing. We got done with the second episode of the second season because we watched one episode a night, and all three of us, my mom, my dad, and I. And they ask me constantly questions about One Piece, and we're still on Alabasta, so I can still comment on what exactly is happening.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. Once we hit like Water 7 is where I'm like, your guess is as good as mine.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. I'll have to watch more of those like live action stuff. Actually, I need to watch the source, the original before I can.
Well, I mean, Godspeed, soldier. You're watching 1,000+ episodes for One Piece.
Not when I watch them in 2 times speed. That's essentially 500 episodes.
500. Yeah, it's only 3.5 Breaking Bads.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, that's like. Wait, no, Breaking Bad has like 60 episodes. That's like a solid. Hold on, Matt. It's about like 8.5 Breaking Bads.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I'm dumb. I only counted up to 300.
Oh my god.
I'm dumb. I'm stupid. God damn it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You could laugh. No. You could laugh. It's okay. You could laugh. Everybody does.
No, dude. Okay. Well, first off, that's real rude. You know, I'm the one who's supposed to self-deprecate, not you. I believe in you. Second off,
I do self-deprecate all the time.
Dudes, handshake. No, man. How's the case been going?
Going good. Okay. I can already feel my voice going because it's been because I've streamed 3 times.
I mean, I'm here to help. I can take Larry off your hands.
No worries. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm here to help.
All right, let's do it. Can you see the screen? See and hear the screen share?
I can see and hear just fine.
Okay. Can you fight the screen share?
Can I fight? I can indeed fight the screen share.
I can fight.
And fight.
Okay. So it was at this thing here. Edgeworth made a comment about the spear. I'm gonna deduce that, obviously, and then what weapons do we have? So we have everything else here. We got the new note about the counterfeit bills. We got Babyliss ink, which I may suspect that it might be this one might be counterfeit as well. Although we got it from Polano, Ambassador Polano. Passion flowers. The photo with the still just before the murder. So this is a very, very recent photo.
Yep.
Which is incredible.
Yeah, I honestly, you know, props to a lot of heart of whoever took that photo.
Yeah. Yeah, developed fast. The samurai sword. Hey, look at this. Oh, no 3D, okay. And then this note here. Alabast. Yeah, you got directions written out on a piece of paper. And then on the back there was a request to steal the statue, right?
Which also, might I add, looks more like butcher paper than anything else.
Which paper?
The paper of the note. That looks like butcher paper to me.
I'll take your word for that. I don't really know that myself.
Okay.
So this Steel Samurai's autograph, this was Larry now. To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Tokyo. Look at that drawing.
I was about to say that drawing is...
oh, yeah. It's the Steel Samurai going, oh! Ooh!
Yep.
Now I know. Now I know this one. So we present this.
I mean, we know that oh wait, no, this is not Lawrence Dunim. It's Larry. I'm sorry.
Larry, yeah, he forwent that. He left Bangelina or whatever. Who the hell was Bangelina?
Yeah, no, that's always the case with Larry. Never, ever being able to pick up chicks, but never able to make him stick around.
All right.
I think his best friend was Cindy, and she was murdered in front of him.
Yep. All right, we'll present this because he drew the spear straight like this. When the spear here is on a curve, on a slant, it's bending to the left. Nothing wrong with that. And nothing wrong with it being completely straight too. But all right, we'll present this.
We don't judge.
You don't judge. You don't judge the angle of the dangle.
Yeah. Larry, about the spear.
Oh, are you feeling it? Bam!
I thought there was something strange about the spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent?
What? No way! It's exactly what it should be, yo!
I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier, yo. Now take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that?
I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden, I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around, and then bam! It hit the wall!
What? Really? That must be some cheap steel.
That's probably a prop.
You unbelievable! This is an embassy!
But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time, on my field trip, I brought a fake sword and played with it late that night. And don't even get me started on the record towers that we used to make. I just keep wobbling.
You're sort of fading in and out on the call.
Oh shoot! I don't know what.
This is becoming a little garbly from time to time. Not garbly, but just like.
Okay. Oh, okay. I have an idea. I know what it is. There we go. That's better. Better?
Kind of. We'll see.
Okay. I think I know what the problem was. Like, oh, wait. I'm stupid. Hold on. Device settings. Device manager. Not device manager. Sound.
Is there Windows enhancements?
No, it's not Windows enhancements. I didn't even go to the control panel. I know what the problem is because I have to do this every single time. Sound. It'll take like less than a minute.
Okay.
Boop.
Let's get some fruit
No,
in
it should
the meantime.
Should be disabled fully. Let me check something real quick. Microphone. Yeah, it should be good. And then the headphone. Okay, give me one.
Oh. He's deafened.
I think maybe I'll go ahead for a little bit. Larry, clarify that for me, will you?
Okay, so it was some field trip, and I began to shadow fight with myself.
Not that! I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall.
Oh, that. It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Hopefully it should be better.
You sound a lot better. There you go.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, I just need to fiddle around with some Discord settings. Okay.
That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. Metal. Glass. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend.
Neji, you're so naive.
What? Where did that come from?
Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You can hit it against practically anything and it will bend.
Is that so?
Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that it's part of your personality is cute.
I see. Your friendship is truly something special, Miles Edgeworth. Ugh, that's not friendship. It's utter humiliation.
It's so much more bent in the photo. Whoa, it looks like
so much more bent.
It looks like a hockey stick.
It looks, yeah, it does look like it's just like, all right, actually, you ready to play samurai hockey?
Weapon that's used on the stage. Larry hit it against the wall and bent it. It's hollow. Got it. Okay. So, what of that then? I think we may have everything here. We've looked around. Why does it stutter, dude? Why does it stutter in a 2D scenario?
Yes.
I've only just arrived in this room myself, which is why we need to investigate some more. Yes, I agree. My priority should be on understanding what this current situation is. Of course, I was planning to do that from the very beginning. In that case, hurry up and start the investigation already. I will, so let's just get started. In order to find the truth about what happened here, I should start by gathering as much information as I can. What do you think about the statue? It's a statue of the founder of Godopia, Primi Du. Because it's the national treasure, I've heard that only a few are allowed access to it.
That's exactly right. Even we're not allowed to touch it. Not without the ambassador's permission, anyway. If we lay even a single finger on it, bam! It's instant jail time.
Understood. So it's that precious of a national treasure that a single touch can lead to arrest. Yet I sense that there is something off about the statue. What is the source of this unease I feel? It's radiating 5G waves.
Edgeworth, you've been spending too much time around Phoenix Wright at this point.
Whoops. I didn't mean to call you again. We have enough here for... No, we only have the smoke from the chimney. Huh. Look at the statue again. I haven't looked at every nook and cranny yet. Oh. Can I do something from this? Does it? Hold on. So that was with bowels, and this is... Nope. There's clearly a contradiction here. Yes, I believe you're right. Clearly it's right there in your logic. I was being sarcastic.
Sure looks like fun, actually.
Well, it's not. And let's not forget about whose sake I am suffering. I hope you're considering that.
I think he's got a double front. I think he's got a double front of harassment and embarrassment.
A double front.
Mm-hmm.
Double front and double back.
Ooh, what about double sides?
Wait, it's probably this, but... So that's the Bao statue. This is the Alabast statue. Doesn't look very much different. And here's another photo with the... How could... Wait. Why does it look... Dude, does it look different to you here? I mean, it's just because it's a side profile, but this is the room that we're in. Well, and this is the statue.
I mean, yeah, at that point, I would ask how exactly did it turn to the side from the photo to now? If no one's allowed to touch it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to help you out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like,
because you brought it up, I was just like, how are they turning to the side?
Yeah, how are you seeing that from the side? And then, like, this is the same viewpoint as this photo, but then how? Okay,
yeah,
there we go. Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about this scene, Miss Von Karma. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes the top knot's hand? That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now is facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched this statue around the time of the crime. Signs it was moved during murder. Got it. I guess that about wraps up my investigation. Oh! we all flip horizontally 90 degrees. That's... Oh, the Pink Princess!
Yo, Pink Princess, how you feeling? Still feeling ill?
Not gonna talk, eh? And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastian Embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. All right. All eyes on you, Princess.
This is a fun one.
Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Oh no. Miss Pink Princess, if you would please answer... No! Oh,
What, you thought you saw the last of her? You thought you saw the last of her? She works the odd jobs. Edgy Poo!
Me!
Heh, this must be what they call fate.
Oh my god. With the dainty finger like that, with the pinkies.
My favorite part is the fact that it's very clearly just like the armor is like that, but it just looks like two just like tacked on balls right on her chest.
two big implants.
It looks like two bowls that were just painted pink.
How could this happen 2 days in a row? You're telling me.
What the? Oh, aren't you Miss Oldbag?
Why are you so surprised?
Ah, so you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now.
You are acquaintances with Larry?
Why, yes. We worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be jealous.
Don't flutter your eyes. Gross.
What's wrong? I'm young and beautiful.
Shut up.
I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, edgy poo.
You misjudged him?
I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know.
That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do.
Well, it looks like the winds have shifted, and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, edgy poo. I'll chase you forever to the ends of the earth.
Isn't that just peachy? Oh, just peachy keen. This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Oh man.
How stoic she looks.
Oh man.
I will defend Edgy Poo's honor with my very life.
How in the hell? How? Now then. What are you doing here?
Francisco's job market is real bad right now, man. Wendy Old
How do you keep getting word, dude? You're freaking 90. I thought you were supposed to be retired by now.
Use my grandson's resume.
I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as the Pink Badger.
What are you talking about? That was ages ago.
That was a day ago. That was yesterday.
Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually.
They called you?
Apparently, the girl who played the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly they called me in to be her last-minute replacement.
Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio?
I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. I take it as well. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly the great to read the strange fun to understand in the very second of the script, the grand old sure can steal every sever, and they'll forgive me because I tell you they're a bunch of simpletons.
You're a rather lively old lady. So basically you received the stand-in request this morning, correct?
You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look.
It appears that she is telling the truth. Stand-in request. Request for Miss Oldbag to stand in for Mindy, the Pink Princess actress who fell ill.
I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears.
So how can you move like that? Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall.
But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. Huh? It's a letter from a stalker.
Whoa. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight.
Oh God.
Your loving night. The E looks like an I. No, the I looks like an E, I should say.
You know, I thought my handwriting was chicken scratch. This makes me feel better.
Yeah, exactly. I don't write much anymore, but my writing is definitely better than that.
Oh, I jot down notes constantly. Like
I see.
For my second job, I have like a notebook here that's really
Gotcha.
handy. It's a really nice notebook, and then I still have my whiteboard, so
Nice.
I jot down notes constantly.
I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room.
Wait, during your break?
Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says. Wendy.
With an accent?
Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving knight.
Maybe
How
it's like a
abso-
Jose kind of situation, so in which case it would be Wendy.
Wendy, I'll be descending on you later tonight. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think he could get my name right. There's no accent in my name.
Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before?
But now you're here, Edgy Poo. I feel 100% safe.
Where do I factor into this?
You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy Poo?
Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later.
Oh, come on, Edgy Poo. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get.
All right. Time of the murder, you were probably in your room taking a break, but what were you doing at the time of the crime?
What crime?
What?
After the show was over, I've had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm.
Oh.
Well, that's one question.
At the time of the crime, Miss Olbeg was warming her hip in the room next door. Just the hip, nothing else.
Look, it's always her hip.
Covered herself in kaftan tape to avoid other areas getting warm.
Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me.
No! If you could please not cling on to my personage.
In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at the Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all.
Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, you go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Rather pleasant. Oh! Dog!
Prosecutor Von Karma! I brought...
Sorry.
Missile! Prosecutor Von Karma! I brought a police dog as requested, sir!
Good work. You may leave now, officer. Yay, we have dog assistance. This dog.
I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagarasu.
Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. You're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taking care of. I think its name is Missile.
Magic missile.
That's one of my favorite videos.
What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. Now, Missile, I want you to go find some clues. Go! Whoa! Oh, he's twerking it. Oh, what? Oh. Good dog. You really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Freaking face.
Can you believe this?
You believe this is shit, everybody? Now, what do we have here? A sandwich? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? not you! Not you, buddy!
I love that face, by the way.
I know. What the hell was that face?
No! Bad missile!
He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. Oh. It looks like that snack wasn't all missile. It looks like that snake wasn't all missile found. Oh, and what do we have here?
It appears to be a lady's undershirt.
I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. Nothing wrong with that. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of the said undershirt about it. Oh, Francisca.
Well,
Talk to me about the missile, or the shirt, whichever one. We borrowed this dog from the local precinct, but is he really capable of handling this case? I thought police dogs are usually much of a much larger breed. He may be small, but he's an excellent police dog. Furthermore, he was raised by Detective Gumshoe. You had me thinking the dog was capable until you said he was raised by Scruffy. Yes, well, I suppose that wasn't the best of arguments to use. But anyway... I wonder who can own this undershirt. A lady's undershirt. Larry. Larry, you remember Mina? Or Bangelina? Was that from her? Larry. Larry.
what about
Larry.
Sandy? And
Larry.
what about
Larry. 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 Larry.
Larry. I just imagine it's just the Stewie mom.
Mom, mommy, mama, Lewis.
Alright. We ask you. Okay, we present this to you. Is this yours? God damn it. Eureka. If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
Oh, Edgy Poo, what is the meaning of this? A gift for moi? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like.
I think she's done this before, this expression before, but I think from this angle it's kind of grosser.
I think also it doesn't help that the fact that it's specifically to the player character because she does not do this to Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at this crime scene.
What?
Come now.
You what?
Why don't you just confess and explain what is going on here?
I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
What?
Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know. Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect.
Hey, old man, can you please rephrase that?
You're too cruel, Edgy Poo.
Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am?
Yes.
I tell you, it's always like this. It's always on the tablet is missing, the camera's missing, the lawyers my fault. They're missing, speaking of they're missing, this was a husband, can you believe it? We got married, he's I guess I'm stuck marrying you. Where was it? I don't know which one we are, I don't know, but I can't help it. Will you marry me? Honestly, man, these days.
I am impressed that you are able to do it as quickly as you can. Like, honestly, you know what, props. I know you live with sisters, but still.
I thought I was losing
man.
it. I thought I was losing it, but I think I got most of that.
No, you got like 95% of it. I'm honestly just depressed, man.
Well, I talk fast, and I watch YouTube videos at 2x speed, so.
Oh, you're one of those people? Okay.
Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions, so I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on a break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. How, though? I assume the samurai dog was also yours?
Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details. About the dog? Okay, there we go. Samurai dog. Since we don't have the evidence anymore. My dog ate the evidence! That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, of course I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy poo.
If you could just stick to what I asked you.
Edgy, are you in the soul bag?
Shut up. Don't even finish it.
No!
You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke?
Joke?
Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy.
A present?
Lady, the studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We're supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into a pushcart just to move it all. Those of you guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy?
So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions?
Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me on my question. Aren't you gonna stick up for me?
About that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And the samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor.
Neo Old Tokyo Special Samurai Dogs.
I suppose you have to make preparations for distributing them after the show. Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well.
Excuse me?
Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to have a dozen or so boxes. Damn.
Boxes?
As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me.
Present for embassy staff, Miss Oldbag took and ate a few from the dressing room. A few? We'll see about that. We'll have to examine your stomach.
Your stomach acid's acting up today.
Acid reflux? Oh no!
Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform to a pair of annoying troublemakers. you got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk to Dog. Oh! He was a much bigger help than I thought he would be. Yes, however, there are a few aspects I don't understand about what he found. In that case, you should keep on investigating until you do understand. Now, my subordinate, continue with the investigation. Alright, I will. It is with great dread that I proceed and do what I must to solve the case. Okay. I haven't looked at this in detail yet. The counterpart to the Babyliss butterfly is the alabastian flower. The butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. Oh, I've read this already. Let's go with a more meaningful, profound comment. She's gonna fall asleep. Let's hear which are the profound comment you can come up with. Well, flowers are really pretty. And so are butterflies. So they're both pretty things. Both nations are pretty. How was that? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Okay.
One of my favorite. It just reminds me of Halloween's gotta be. It's gotta be candy. 3 Musketeers, latest candy bar. Fuck you.
You look at this. Anything else I could look at, talk to? No. Fireplace I already did. Dude, why the hell is there stuttering here? I don't understand.
The game really needs to underscore of how impactful Edgeworth's walking is.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. I guess smoke and fireplace, so those are connected because... But then the fireplace here doesn't look used, so it must be in the other room then. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used.
And your point is?
Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace, at least according to Larry. This is a contradiction of the facts, is it not?
Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on the roof?
There's testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went?
Ah, I see. So what you're proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbag's fire. So basically the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying?
Oh, okay. Precisely. Oh, so... But... What, The lady's undershirt that Missile found.
Ugh! Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment?
Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug! Wow, new words. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt.
Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall?
Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. Oh. There's an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. Oh! What in the... The wall separating the room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, the fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. But how in the... What? The neighboring room? There appears to be nothing particular about the next room, but the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. Whoa. We now know that the fireplace connects the two rooms, but how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as the Mask 2's killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move it all.
Mask 2 now.
Yeah. Demask the second. Demask so good they made a second one.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the delights were a delight, so like...
They were, yes. There's a ray! Oh, baby! There's a ray! Oh, man!
I was about to say, all right.
No, she couldn't move at all because of a stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with the Mask 2's murder. Complete! And there it is. And my health.
And your health is back.
My ego.
My pride!
My pride bar, yeah, exactly. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. Agent Link.
I'm sorry. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have.
Very well then, if you are prepared. I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me.
Good. I'm counting on you, Edgy.
Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is.
My lie?
I know that there is still something you are keeping from the rest of us.
What's wrong with you? Why is it that you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! I should hurry up and die already if you don't... That's how it's gonna be.
Oh, stop.
I'll confess every murder in the whole world, and then I'll kill myself. And throw everything into mass confusion! You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see.
Larry, I only have one thing to say to you.
Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man is ready to die is a strong world, you know?
This is not the first time you said it. Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you.
Sorry.
Am I boring you, Larry? Am I boring you?
No, I'm so tired I might as well just go to sleep and die.
Although, allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this.
Oh, right. This time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened? What did happen to Works?
Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. Up on the rooftop, Larry Butts. Na 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 na.
Wait.
That Christmas song.
Oh, I don't
You know
that one.
Up
maybe.
on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus, down through the chimney
No.
with lots of toys, all for the little ones, hopes and Christmas joys. Ho ho ho, who wouldn't go? Ho ho ho. You haven't heard that one?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Sorry.
There's the end of that.
Well.
And it's called Up on the Rooftop. Up on the rooftop.
Okay. After the show, I left the pushcart in the Rose Garden and came to the embassy. And they took a picture of me with shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. Oops, sorry. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like this is a rare thing, you know. So then I went to play Santa and decided to give it a try.
Larry, I thought I just finished telling you to not lie anymore.
But it's kind of ultra embarrassing.
And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me?
Edgy, man, I said it was embarrassing, so of course I'm just not gonna blur it out. So you're just gonna have to reason it out a bit.
As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. Alright, let's do it. Let's rebuttal the butts. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy.
Hold it!
You left the pushcart? Could you please clarify that statement for me?
Yeah, so the wheels on the pushcart got covered in dirt from the rose garden. You would have made a mess of the floor inside, so Ambassador Alba said just to leave it.
Well, it would be rather impolite to dirty another country's embassy.
Because come to think of it, I recall seeing the Pink Princess on my way to the embassy.
And what was she doing?
Not in particular, just because she was so carried by some by dogs on the sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah. She must have been incapacitated by the pain of a bad hip that she suffered during the show.
So I came to the embassy, right? And then...
Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador that we can see back there. So you shook hands with the ambassador of the Kingdom of Alabast, did you?
Yeah, can you believe it? I did something really cool for a change. But honestly speaking, there's nothing interesting about shaking hands with some guy's hand. Hey there, are you disrespecting another country in their own embassy?
As someone with roots in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible shame at this second. Agreed. I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue.
What is it with all of you? You keep saying that kind of things, I only tell you lies.
You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on.
Right already. You don't need to glare at me like that, Edgy.
After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. Wandered around where? I want you to listen very carefully, Larry, and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter.
I know. I get it. I'm totally the bad guy again. I thought you were his friend. Don't you think that was a bit harsh?
No.
Lang Ji says, true friends are are bosom friends.
What kind of bosom are we talking about?
If you're in trouble, call on your bosom friend, who's a shoulder you can truly cry on. Hey, bosom buddy, I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony.
Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet that Agent Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry?
Now then, you were wandering around inside of the embassy, and then what happened?
That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know.
Hold it!
I should hardly think that chimneys are that rare. Agreed, especially since they are a traditional feature in American houses.
Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys. Yeah, but the kind of chimney I'm talking about is this really romantic type.
A romantic chimney?
It might sound kind of silly, didn't seem to really enjoy them. And I just had a good feeling about that chimney.
What? So now I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try.
Hold it!
You suddenly wanted to play Santa?
Oh, well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. That was down in Gourd Lake.
I remember that. Ugh, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me.
Sounds like you guys have a lot of shared history. A perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all.
Not after the night Santa went crazy. Actually, it is worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal. I'll raise an objection. You can play Santa, but you can't just go into people's chimneys like that. Actually, I believe it is the case. I believe in the case. Actually, I believe in the case of this man. Playing Santa is actually quite a big deal.
Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff?
Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang.
Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean.
Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world?
Of course course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know.
In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you are delivering a present to.
I was delivering a present to a child, not basking in the warm glow of love.
That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie.
You sure you want to kick it down when he's down, you know that?
In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present unto is most certainly this. K. Ferret now. No. No. Why does it still say ex-security lady?
I don't know, man.
Age?
I love how it's, I believe her real name is Wendy Oldbag.
I believe, even though I just saw her yesterday. Oh, that's what Unmasked Master Mask too. I didn't know they had that in the profiles.
Mm-hmm.
Real name Akashi knew. Yep. Nope, but it's this. But it's too old deck.
Wait, hold on. Can you go back to the profiles? I want to know what the guy's name was.
Kashi knew. I'm trying to think if there's a pun there.
No, there has to be. Is this literally supposed to be Cash No?
877
Cash in now, maybe?
877 cash now.
If there's an opportunity, like cash in now.
Kashi no.
Cashing now.
I
Cash
don't
in
know.
now.
I don't know.
Because he's an opportunist, so it has to be something like cash
Maybe.
in now or
Maybe.
whatever. Maybe. Hey, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I was like, wait, there has to be a pun there.
Yeah.
Just in case you have there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. I told you I didn't want to see Miss Oldback so much that I'd try to go down a chimney. Ow!
I advise you to stop right there on your bashing of a lady. Well, I must admit that I, myself, hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you are misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what?
Define a wrong impression.
I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. That was a stand-in. And that fact is best summed up with this. With the stand-in request. Yes, there you go. This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the pink princess. Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man was quite taken with that actress.
Well, that's not true, Edgy.
What? Huh?
She's the one with hots for me.
I
just know it.
Oh, okay.
I can go sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me.
Sexy beam!
Sexy beam, I tell you.
You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes?
This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it.
I suppose you could put it in that way.
Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you have to go and make some sort of bad guy?
To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room, and that much we know for sure. Whoa!
Cool, man.
Cool!
Hey, Edgy, looks like I got the hang of this court thing now.
But we're not in court at the moment.
Shut up! I know what's going on here. It just looks like what you do in court. I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Langji says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth.
The root of the tongue? Oh,
you shouldn't form conclusions until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen. All right, let's get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in the Battle of Wits.
Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? Oh, doing this again. There we go. Larry's assertion.
So you think that all I wanted to do was go visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up into the chimney, but some smoke was really thick. It was the case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. And top it all off and became a suspect in a murder. That's why you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Hey, someone say something.
Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this, not as a confession, but as a testimony?
So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that?
A foolish fool claiming a foolish claim.
Claim.
So
it
wait-
was you.
So it was you!
Demons!
You're my stalker! But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery that you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on one man and one man only. As long as Edgeworth is alive, I can't just grab him and would be unfaithful. No, I can't, although earlier I was just tempted a tiny bit of a wolf man. It's just in my Edgeworth, which I passed in flying cars, and now say a completely true Edgeworth and attorney there, so...
I'm so inspired.
You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man!
I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing
Must
further
have
for me
been
to
the
prove
wind.
at this point.
What do you mean? Of course you still got something to prove. You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy.
Proof, you say?
Remember, Reggie? Everything's evidence in court, right?
You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry. I understand your point.
Yeah, see, I'm totally pro at this now.
Very well. If you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. I think I know but I'll press on anyways. Actually, we'll get back to this after ads are done.
Alrighty.
So once those start up, we will.
Ads starting
There we go.
now.
I'll go get some water. And
I'll go
are
get
you-
some water. I'll vamp as usual. That's
vamp the night away. All right, I'll be right back.
fine. Yeah. Alrighty. How was everyone's April Fools? I hope you guys played some funny pranks on friends. I couldn't really do many fun things. A couple of my friends did something a little goofy. We mainly I have some friends that very much don't believe in April Fools and don't do it, and there's one person that refuses to engage with anything on April Fools because they never, even with the burning their hands and learning to not trust anything on April Fools, they still don't really support April Fools, and I'm like, darn, that kind of sucks. And it's not great, but it'd be what it be.
What are we talking about?
I was talking about April Fools.
Oh, yeah.
And how a couple of my friends did something a little goofy gaffy, but some of them didn't because they're like, oh, this will be the safe space, and one person just like closed the internet completely because because they cry whenever they're like fall victim to a prank, and I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks. Yeah, it's rough for them, and I was like, I mean, at some point, it feels like you have to, like, I would understand, like, if it was, like, your first April Fool's, but, like, you are older than I, and still haven't, like, fully burned your hand, and they're like, you think I learned that by now, but I haven't, so therefore I just completely shut it out, and I'm like, I mean, sure.
Whatever makes you happiest in the end, I guess. That is, I'm not to judge or anything, but, you know.
Like, I don't know, man. I think April Fool's is great. I like April Fool's.
Yeah.
It causes so. I think the funniest ones are always the ones that are just kind of like harmless pranks.
Yeah.
Like my favorite one that I saw this year was QMU did a video literally called "It's OnlyFans."
Oh yeah,
Now.
OnlyFans. Yep.
And it was so good. I saw them, I recommended, and I was like, oh, fantastic. Lemonade Stand. They.
Oh, what the lemonade stand do?
Whenever they have. What
did the lemonade stand do?
So for those who don't know, Lemonade Stand is a podcast by Atriarch, Dug, and Aiden from the Yard, and it's like business, politics, and whatnot. It's my main thing that I throw over here, and I listen to their opinions and whatnot. I don't fully like submit to them, obviously, but
right.
It's a fun podcast to watch. And so what they did was it was whenever they have what
I just looked at the videos.
Yeah. So they were just like, yeah, no, we got Xi Jinping here. He's right there,
man.
but but we only got 2 cameras here, so we can't really view him. And he's actually sick right now, like the rest of us. So he's actually 30 feet away. So if you hear him, and so they will randomly intersplice, I think, like interview clips of Xi Jinping.
Just like from interviews he's done in the past or whatever.
Yeah, and so like they'll every once in a while, because they're talking about like because they're in China right now because it was a Patreon episode, and so they're talking about they're like findings with talking with a bunch of people on the street and whatnot, and so they'll every once in a while they'll be like, man, G, come on, man, like you got it's not great. It's
Come
like,
on, man.
like, poking fun at him. And so every once in a while you hear when they ask for G's opinion, you'll just hear an intersplice thing up from one of the interviews, and it's not translated at all, so you can just assume something else.
Oh my god, the thumbnail is really good though. It looks really good.
it's so good.
Xi Jinping before Gerald Ford is crazy. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's the top comment. It's so good.
Oh man, I love that.
I love Lemonade Stand. It's my go-to podcast at this point. It's
One of my favorites was the Witcher and how they had the horse controller.
Oh yeah.
They went into this whole behind the
that was
scenes
a really
about tweaking the controller just right, getting people to do that 2-horse costume thing.
It's so good. Oh my god.
like
Yeah,
that.
no, it's like I love April Fools because of this kind of stuff. Like there's twofold to it. One is that, and the other one is everyone on the internet immediately becomes, all right, I gotta fact check this. And it's such a good thing in life to have.
Yeah.
And it's a damn shame that it's just only on April Fools that people like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. You make a good point. That's the day that they choose to fact check everything.
Yeah, but like everything else, it just like immediately grok, is this true? And I'm like, god damn it, guys, please.
All right, we're back from ads.
Yeah, we're back from ads.
My personal favorite, actually, April Fool's was yesterday. My completely normal stream.
Dude, the completely normal stream was great. I had a couple of other friends that did some funny streams. One of my friends, he just recently finished Digimon, and so he did a Markiplier style smash or pass on all the Digimon in the game.
Smash. Smash.
Yeah, and he's like,
Smash.
pass. Yeah, or he just it's like that.
Hey,
You're super
Daniel,
fast,
what
oh
up?
my
You're
goodness,
super
bye.
fast. Are you streaming still?
Super fast.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Okay, to be fair, Wheelie does a similar thing.
Yeah,
she
she
will.
does.
She will.
Yeah.
She is the queen of lurking.
Yeah.
She will stream during her own and then have like 3 streams to open up. I'm
Exactly.
like, goddamn, Wheelie.
Exactly. All right, we're back. Let's get back to it. So we're just starting the rebuttal here.
Yeah.
So you think that all I wanted to do is to go visit Mindy? Yes. Well, I have been saying that for a while now. After all, if not for that, then for what other reason did you wish to go down the chimney?
Oh,
You can't say that without evidence. That's against the rules, Edgy. Thanks for keeping the prosecutor in line for me, Mr. Suspect.
I have the evidence. If you wish to see it that badly, I can introduce you to.
but it's not good to keep them waiting, my subordinate. Hurry and show them already.
Lies! All lies, Edgy!
Well, if you wish to lie, then by all means, continue. Because I'm ready to expose your lie at a moment's notice.
You won't get the better of me! Now let's see.
Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed into the chimney, but the smoke was really thick.
Hold it!
Was the smoke coming from the chimney really that thick?
You bet! It was so thick I could hear I had tears pouring out of my eyes. It was a mess.
I could hear tears pouring out of my eyes. I see. You do realize that you've just confirmed for us your chimney escapade?
What? That's totally unfair. You tricked me, Edgy.
Hardly. You simply have yet to master how to counter this cross-examination technique.
Well, what I just said there was a slip of the... No, I mean, I said the wrong thing. Besides, isn't what you just said what you really meant to say about was what I did tonight?
It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech.
Hold it!
I'm not quite sure how you could mistake that actress for this lady.
Oh, Edgy Poo, are you staring at me? Oh, are you finally succumbing to my feminine charms?
I should think that the Still Samurai is the one who should know all about your charms.
What? Me? Edgy, what are you trying to do to me?
Nothing. Simply that the Still Samurai and the Pink Princess are husband and wife.
Is my poor little
I'm
Edgy
so
Poo
sorry.
jealous?
It's fine.
I've been up since 6 a.m. My apologies.
It's okay, man. If you could please drop that line of discussion right this instant.
Gee, I told you. I already have Mindy.
Speaking of Mindy, exactly what kind of woman would you say she is?
Edgy, are you seriously telling me you don't know the Mindy is? She's just like that. She's just like that. What her name means. She's super sweet with a great smile. I don't mean to brag, but she's one of the troop's fastest rising stars.
Interesting.
Ha! So saying a woman like that is what you made you late to the speech? Huh? Curse you too! Why is everyone out to make a suspect out of me?
Well,
Look,
because
all I can say is this: I was late to the speech.
then to top it all off, I became a suspect in the murder. That's what you really meant.
Hold it!
I suppose you might be correct in a small way.
What do you mean by that?
Besides being a suspect in the murder, there are a few other things you are a suspect of.
Not you too, Francie.
You tried to stalk me, but I won't let you intimidate me like that.
Old back for Smash Bros. Confirmed her final smash was her jab in her
A jab in your
FA
throat.
like that. Yeah. Look, I already told you, Miss Oldback. I wasn't after you. I was trying to see Mindy.
Oh,
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, can I arrest this guy already?
I completely understand how you feel, Agent Lang.
Wait, please listen to me. The one I have to say.
If you have a serious assertion to make, then I'd consider listening. However.
No problem. I'm just gonna put it all I got into this. So listen good, okay?
But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose?
Hold it!
Larry, this is the final point you wish to make?
You got it. I was calling on the energy. I call it the energy I have told you with my soul.
Nice catch,
Dill.
Joe. Nice catch, Dill.
Reread that.
Welcome back, man.
Oh, fantastic catch on the G.
How are
Hell
you?
yeah. Dill, you rock with that catch.
Trying to start up my car.
Fine. Because you're trying to drive away from being so funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Only the finest jokes here on twitch.tv/beastfighter1.
I'm going for a drive to relieve all the laughing tension I have. In that case, allow me to take that soul and break it.
Huh?
Yes, we'll stamp it under our feet until it's been ground to a fine powder.
A fine powder?
She put it back on.
If you really put all your soul into that, then it means that you're ready for what's coming next, right? In place of the Honorable Larry, I offer my soul to you.
Larry, come out from behind there and face us like a man.
You're scaring my leash.
This whole testimony is one giant confession of all that he's done tonight. He's practically begging me to show why he bothered to put himself through all this. Okay, yes on the first one, and that is precisely why this exists. Oh, Mindy. That's okay.
Yeah.
I see. These down here were
Well,
supposed to be the tell.
Well, I mean, the other one was, if you compare it to the note, I think, also the same idea. Because it's married, he does the same way.
On the first one? You're right, yeah. You're right, yeah.
Yeah, because married looks like a W.
Yeah. All right. Letter from a stalker, quote unquote. Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter.
Hey, why are you showing this to me?
Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember this thing.
You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. A part of this letter shows that the person Larry had intended to meet was Mindy. This part, this whole thing. Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again.
What the heck? What are you talking about today? Speak English.
You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye.
Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing. There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. But that will have to wait until we're out of the crime scene. Hey, Edgy, save me from the scary man.
Sure, if you're willing to make amends. Starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake.
That wasn't me.
Come again?
It's a fake. Someone had to get me, so they made that fake letter. To set me up.
Accept your defeat graciously.
But you guys are being so mean.
Penmanship analysis.
What's that?
No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours, and we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter.
I'll never write another thing in my life.
It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. Well, you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. Kaboom! This autograph and our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Which is weird that he kind of let him use like that kind of handwriting. Because I know that in for Disney characters, they are, depending on who they're playing, they specifically are trained upon like, you know, a certain like signature writing style, right?
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised. It's another way to play into the character.
Yeah, exactly. And like last time I went to Disney World, I was young, but there are also some characters like some orangutans, monkeys who said they couldn't do a signature. Yeah, so it's like
it makes sense because
you try to hand them like the autograph book and they'll be like they'll shake their head no, or like they show their arms like they can't like move them much or anything. Well, also because like some of them also have like the stiff arm kind of thing, whereas it's like there's no dexterity of the fingers.
Yeah. I think also another thing with it is it plays into the whole thing of don't ruin the character for the children.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
So.
If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Stop that. You're constipated. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure.
I had some coffee like 20 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, Edgy.
So he finally confesses.
I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bust, Edgy.
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney? What a criminally overactive imagination.
Well, at least I was being honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. I wish she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down to the chimney.
Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment.
I'm really, really sorry.
Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least, I can attest to that about you.
Edgy, you're...
We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you. In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butt sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door.
Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although, still find it a bit unbelievable that you two are friends. But the suspicion of that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay?
Of course it isn't.
Oh, hey, what? Edgy, what does that wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet?
He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head.
That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of the suspect after all. We may have figured out what he was doing all night. But the bloodstained samurai sword is what's left of the crime scene. As long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on this bite. Hey! Edgy, this guy, he looks like he's serious about to take a bite out of me.
I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial.
Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card, too. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you got.
Oh, shoot. I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. But this is one game I can't afford to lose. He knows we're in a video game? Bro, metagaming. Why Larry?
I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damas too. Besides him, there was a samurai sword glittering red and offering up a scent of blood. It was supposed to be the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect Larry Butts, here too.
Okay. Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership?
But this owner wanted to sneak into the crime scene. I think it's plenty to go on, don't you?
Hold it! If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established this.
Hang on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence?
You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues with prosecutors.
Well, come on. I can't think of something as complicated as that, right, Edgy?
To a degree. Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you. Or me, for that matter. I sense his hatred for me, my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to Meaning that the only way that I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Stop talking so verbose, Edgeworth, Jesus.
Edgeworth, I get it. You swallowed a whole thesaurus in a dictionary.
The whole entire Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah.
I was the one who found the body of the victim at the mask too. Okay. So you were the first to discover the body this time.
This time? What's that supposed to mean? You better watch what you say.
I only said this time because earlier, Kay was the first to discover the body in Babal. And your secretary, Agent Sheena, was ready to accuse her for murder for death.
So you're gonna use that excuse to call me suspicious now?
Of course not. I was simply pointing out the usual pattern with discoverers of bodies.
But in the Babalese case, that was proof that she was holding the weapon, right? Well, in this one, it's a bit different since we know exactly where the weapon is.
You could have dropped it. Beside him was a samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood.
Hold it!
But was it blood? Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood?
Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and the smell of blood, of course. According to the test, the blood on the sword did belong to the victim. The sword was made only to be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with.
I see.
Which leads me to suspect that the victim had been beaten to death with a sword.
Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. Is this new? I think.
Beside him was a samurai sword, covered in the victim's blood.
Okay. So the sword is covered in the victim's blood? I just said that. Were you not listening?
Yeah, the lab results confirm the blood on the sword matches the victim's.
Okay. I see.
But the sword is as dull as a vanilla envelope. It's just a sage prop after all.
Vanilla envelope?
I think it's supposed to be manila.
Why vanilla?
I don't know.
I just a regular envelope.
Maybe he's hungry for ice cream. The Steel Samurai is about safety first, and you can't use it like a real sword.
The Steel Samurai has spoken. Oh God! Then what is that thing then? You could pierce someone with that. The Pink Princess also appears to have something she'd like to petition to you personally. What the Pink Princess would like is to say, can wait for the day after eternity.
Anyway, my point is that even though the sword is too dull to slice with, it's certainly heavy enough to bludgeon someone to death with. Therefore,
I suspect
he beat the victim to death with that thing.
Okay. About this samurai sword, have you received a report from forensics yet?
They confirmed that the blood on the sword belonged to the victim.
Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of his wound is consistent with the weapon?
Tell me something. Do you see a dead body right in front of you? So, if they were considering conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't the body not be here? Well?
I suppose so. You didn't answer the question though. I guess they must still be investigating this room. Meaning that's possible he doesn't know about that piece of evidence' true nature.
Anything else you'd like to chit-chat about? No? Good. Then let's continue.
I suppose I was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Hold it! Larry has already testified that he forgot the samurai's sword here.
Yeah, I was shaking hands with the ambassador in here, and I left it behind in an accident. So what? You lied earlier. Who's to say that this is an excuse, just another lie? But I forget stuff all the time, right, Angie? Tell him.
Why don't you tell him yourself? You see, what did I tell you earlier? No one will buy such a pathetically weak excuse. Yes, well, I know that it's not possible to prove such an excuse as truth.
And then you offer it up as fact? You're a worse person than I originally thought.
You are free to think what you'd like. However, I know that Larry is not the killer. Agent Lang, please continue with your argument. I'll expose the flaw in it soon enough. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too. Hold it! Okay. Just because he is the owner of the weapon, therefore he must be the killer, is it?
No, climbing all the way to the chimney is plenty suspicious in my book as well.
Yeah, but regarding that, I've already drawn the truth out, and the truth is one thing I don't bend.
It doesn't matter if it's you or whoever. You prosecutors are all the same. As for me, prosecutors are the one thing I don't trust in.
Objection! An agent who doesn't trust prosecutors? What are you playing at?
Sorry, sis.
I'm not your sister.
But there are only two things I trust. My subordinates and the evidence at all crime scenes.
Agent Lang hates prosecutors, but as long as he trusts evidence that has been left at the crime scene, then there is something I can show him that he can believe in. It's simply not possible that the samurai sword is the real murder weapon. So I should focus on proving that point to Agent Lang first. Okay. So it's probably... I suspect that he beat the victim to death with that thing. The samurai sword. So yeah, so... If it's... They say it's weighty. But... Shouldn't this be proof enough that that if it's considered if it's safety thereafter, then should it be hollow? Objection! Right?
Maybe. I mean, the music cut out, so which he's got something right. It is.
Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? Whips out his spear.
It's a long spear, right? You used this a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of the heroes throughout the story.
It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. You'd like to say...
The whip is actually much lower on the... Well, the spear is actually probably the easiest thing to do because it's just a long pokey stick.
Exactly. I think the whip is in a slightly different category.
So what's your point? Are you gonna tell me that the spear is the real weapon?
No. I simply want you to take a look at this section here.
The way it's bent?
Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against the wall in the embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai's weapon are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet, there's not even a dent in the samurai's sword. How do you explain that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some of the spear that are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. I wish they'd make some out of better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. And I got such an earful from the director about the play not doing it on the show.
The Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him? Early summer rain jab.
Ouch!
That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back on the topic of the spear. Yeah, so let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is to let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risk in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever. Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived the notion to convict all defendants in the first place. What a foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There is nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory. Oh, this is turning into a Francisca Edgeworth debate now.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. This is like one of the moments that stuck out to me in the entire game. This is one of my favorite moments of the game.
That may be your opinion. I'm gonna let you finish. However, I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire.
Oh, really? Let's try it.
Just flies out the window. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damastu without abandoning it. So, what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need.
Of course. What I need is evidence even he can't refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close. Alright, here we go. One more time. Why Larry? Part 2.
It's possible to use the Steel Samurai Sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that the suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon?
Again with that, huh? How long do you intend to cling onto that preposterous theory?
As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. And we've managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood is on that sword.
Hold it!
You left no stone unturned. Is that a fact?
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear to you. Let's do it.
Let's do it to it.
It's possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone.
Hold it!
May I inquire as to how you're able to make such a claim, Agent Lang?
Lang Ji says, capable of miracles beyond comprehension, a mysterious creature is man.
Rather than man is Agent Lang's quotes that are getting increasingly incomprehensible.
The human body is a mysterious thing, even with a toy-like sword. It's then easy to kill a man if you hit just the right spot. Which is why I think it's possible to kill this thing without leaving a dent.
But we can only be sure one way or the other by seeing if the wound matches the sword.
Sorry, I'm yawning a lot.
It's okay.
Jeez. I know that. But as long as it's a possibility, I can proclaim it as much as I'd like.
And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. But you must know that your conclusion is wrong.
Given the circumstances I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors will ever be.
Hey. And you call yourself a professional?
You still don't see, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. And the only way to do that is to show me proof of another possible murder weapon.
Another possible murder weapon. In this room, there is only one other thing left. This is going to be a gamble, but I can't withdraw from the game now.
You're not gonna get me to trust someone by the power of your glare alone, you know. Plus, I have other reasons as to why I think the samurai sword is the murder weapon.
We searched the embassy top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword.
Why do I always yawn right before like God damn it? That's right, even with luminol. Which means that there is no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined.
Do I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that the samurai sword is the weapon? I don't quite know myself yet, so I'm not gonna really judge him. Perhaps I should wait and see how this plays out for a bit longer. Agent Lang, if you could be so kind as to continue with your testimony. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon? Then he's gonna be like, oh, this again. and what if you were to find a different murder weapon? Would that clear Larry's name? No!
Are you saying that you can prove that possibility?
Of course. If you don't believe that, I can, then I'll show you something to convince you. Evidence that you cannot refute.
Sounds like fun, Mr. Prosecutor. All right then, go ahead and show me what you got.
I can prove to you the possibility that the murder weapon is something else, but I cannot do so on my strength alone. Miles Edgeworth, what are you running straight into a quagmire for?
Giggity, alright!
Not that one. I thought you said that you were busy in pursuit of the perfect truth. And if that's the case, then show me this perfect truth, if it exists at all. I thought you were on my side. Don't worry. Thanks to you, I've already prepared myself to do just that. There's no need to thank me. I'm simply doing what any good superior would. I suppose you are. Very well then, I will show you the possibility of a different murder weapon. But not right now. It's on the third one, I guess.
Give me a couple more
Give
seconds.
me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'll push an objection and then I'll figure it out. Raise an objection. If you believe that there is no other door or possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you. Jafar!
And how do you plan to do that?
By showing you... I'm getting my accents messed up now. But
it's all in my head.
I need to focus on one, then get a concussion, and get that one permanently for real. By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
This real murder weapon. I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as a weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with a little hypothesis?
Of course, because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation.
What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate when people like you slander my men.
I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon.
Alright then, I'll play along for now. This is a real weapon that killed Damas too. What exactly is it?
The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to touch, is this. Okay, so... Oh! Oh! Right. So the Prima Dose statue, only Ambassador and Secretary I can touch. And the fact that this is moved from the photo here means that no one even bothered to check.
There
no one
you
bothered to check
go.
the statue. Oh! Got it. I see. A national treasure of Alabast.
You mean the Prima Dose statue?
Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and the secretariat may touch it, which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? Oh. Did he?
You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight relating to the sovereignty of a statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined.
Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. And there is only one conclusion I can draw from that.
Go look for Ambassador Alba and tell him to give us the okay for to examine the statue.
Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words. He is most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please let's be rational about this.
Lang Ji says, just go already.
He really said that.
Yes, sir.
The crossed arm gang.
Shifu,
Yeah?
I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Prima Dose statue.
I see.
Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go speak with the ambassador personally.
Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you gotta be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know?
Agent Lang,
What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already.
What? But Shifu, what about causing an international incident?
Quiet! I'll take the fall if I have to later.
oh. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take responsibility, let it be me.
Responsibility? If we're gonna talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then. Less talk and more investigating.
All right. If you want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a chemiluminescence test on the statue.
You got it right, yeah, it's chemiluminescence.
Oh, okay.
A luminol test? Ah, good thinking. The statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should still be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here.
Be careful. Ah!
Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means that the real murder weapon that killed Damas too.
Indeed.
But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damas too, so the charge remains.
We are hardly done examining this statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required.
You think so? Okay then, knock yourself out.
Okay. Takes the statue and just like... All right, let's wait. Okay. Usually I would think zoom in would be the right bumper, but no, it's L.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right there. Upskirt.
And what do we have here? This sturdy smudge. Looks like a handprint? What a definitive view of evidence like you is doing under here. Looks like we've got some fingerprints to analyze.
Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now.
Hey, forensics guy, I want you on these fingerprints ASAP. You hear me?
Yes. Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir.
Good. And?
Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know, the victim of the murder in the Babylese embassy? The prints belong to him, Mr.
Mr. Manny Cochin?
But that's...
What?
What's going on around here?
No, that's impossible. Each prima donna statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babao's prima donna statue. Impossible! It can't be!
Yeah!
Larry never once set foot in Babylese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastian knife in Babao. And Damask too was killed on Alabastian soil with Babao's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yatakarasu, who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form.
To be continued. Okay. Well.
I'm a really good well inspector.
Said the well inspector inspecting 3 wells.
Yep.
I make that joke more often than I care to admit.
I mean, it's a great joke, honestly.
All right, folks. We are a little bit under time, but this is a good place to stop, so we will do so here. Thank you, Artie, for joining me. Thank you so much yet again.
Thank you for hosting yet again.
Saving one more time, just in case. You know, you never know with this. You never know if these. You know, technology has a end of life. You know. Maybe you should just make sure, just in case nothing corrupts. You know, just for that fact alone.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. You've already saved like 10 times at this point. I think you should be good.
Yeah. No, one more.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's
I like round numbers. Let's make it 12.
Okay, you know, fair enough.
Okay. That's gonna be.
Don't say it one more time. That's gonna be unlucky. Don't say it one more time.
That's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Artie, do you have anything going on this week or anytime soon?
No, I'm gonna be gone going on a road trip with buddies. So I just have one final stream tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be off for another week.
Hey.
I'm gonna be gone until not Monday, but the following Monday.
Enjoy it.
After that, it's just I'm excited. I haven't done a road trip with buddies for a while.
Yeah. Enjoy it. Sounds fun. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Let me go see who's live. Hey, okay, let's go raid Bell. Beelzebub.
Alrighty.
They're doing some Dark Souls 2. How far is she into that game? I've personally never played it. I've only watched people play it because I know I would freaking suck. But but practice makes perfect. Dark Souls 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the case for most Soulsborne games.
All right, let's go and say hi to Bell. And over on the YouTube side, we're gonna say hi to P.O. as always. So let's do that. Go say hi, copy whichever raid message you have access to or whatever you want to use. Just know that I love you either way. Thank you so much. Go follow Artie at Artie's Tap House, twitch.tv/Artie's Tap House.
Go follow Beast Fighter 1 if you haven't already, or subscribe, whatever platform you're on.
Nah, that guy sounds like a dickhead.
No, that Artie's Tap House sounds like a real fucking schmuck.
No. We can do this all day. All right, go say hi. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I love you guys so much. I'll see you on Saturday for Splatter Day. That should be going on as scheduled. And after that, just have a good old dang old day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Don't let the door hit you when the good Lord split ya. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.